Only 1 minute off, $2.10 the favourite, Country Lodge, and keenly contested their number one. Demerger is hot on its heels as far as the betting goes. And as you can see, Peru Lane $9.60, Go Ruby $10. Soul Race a little bit easy in the betting there, 15. Number 6 Mystical Ali is a little bit easy there, 17 out to 21. And Golf Mistress tab 4 is quite long in the betting there, isn't it? $39. So we might pick up Matthew Hill. Happy New Year, Matthew.
Happy New Year, Tony, and Happy New Year, everybody, and good afternoon. Welcome to headquarters for the meeting here at New Year's Day. Country Lodge at $2, Demerger $2.70, and Peru Lane $9.70 to kick off the meeting here. It's the Sky Channel handicap. Go Ruby Go moves in. Country Lodge a bit of a drifter on track, a little bit of late support for Demerger. Country Lodge up in weight and up in distance today, and Peru Lane, who hit the line well behind Opio Miss at Sandown last start, the third pick. It's in black and red colours, in it goes, and Mystical Ali will be the last one to move forward. Terrific day of racing, 29 degrees the forecast for racing. So absolutely perfect. Penetrometer overall 4.40. As far as the straight races go, inside 4.38, outside 4.35. And the rail out 2 metres. Mystical Ali moves in, so the field is set. Even money, Country Lodge, $2. Oh, one's gone off in the stalls. It's Peru Lane. Peru Lane has gone off in the stalls, and the jockey looks winded. And that's Damien Oliver. So the attendant's calling the ambulance officer over. He looks badly winded there, Damien. The horse still in the stalls, and they've also backed out Mystical Ali, so dramas before the first here. So, in fact, Damien's actually taken the silks off. He's taken the silks off, and he really isn't happy at all. And they've backed Go Ruby Go out as well, and they've also backed out Demerger. So they've backed out 3 runners. Country Lodge is now out of the stall. Take note at Flemington. In the first, number 7, Peru Lane, a late one. Taken out 12.42 Vet's Advice, and the others still out behind the gates. But as I concentrate over towards the stalls, it looks as though they may commence the move up again. There's Country Lodge in the lime colours. The movement down there would suggest that they are moving in again. Peru Lane was the 3rd pick on the tote and 4th pick on track. Was a drifter. Country Lodge goes in again with the late scratching of number 7 Peru Lane, and we'll get a report on Damien Oliver between races, because Damien has got an important book of rides later on. He's down for You Little Beaut in the Bagot, and also super impressive in the Standish. Soul Ray moves in, so the loading process begins once again. There's Golf Mistress in white and black colours. It's currently $41. The rank outsider in this field of 6. Peru Lane has now been taken out. Lodge has had the 4 starts for a win and 2 minors, and it'll start the favourite. Signals there straight away and racing immediately. Country Lodge on the inside commenced well and lands in front early of Golf Mistress, who matches strides with it early after 150 metres. Golf Mistress finds the lead from Country Lodge. They were followed by Soul Ray, a gap in the field. Demerger next on the inside from Go Ruby Go, second last, and a length away to the grey Mystical Ali. At the 1350, Golf Mistress the pilot by a couple of lengths. Country Lodge is second on the inside and would be about a length and a half off the leader now, and Soul Ray covers it up. They're 3 lengths in front of Demerger. Speed quite good for a field of 6 now. 2 lengths away to Go Ruby Go, and Mystical Ali is last of all. Golf Mistress the pilot at Chiquita Lodge with about 1,000 metres to go. Golf Mistress by a length and a half. Soul Ray just inching closer the outside, followed by Country Lodge third. Further back in the field, Demerger on the inside of Go Ruby Go, and Mystical Ali sneaking ground up on the inside, about to go past a couple. Up towards the home corner at the 800 metres. The leader is Golf Mistress by a length to Soul Ray. Country Lodge, the box seat third, the inside, the favourite. Go Ruby Go is in the purple cap now, hooking out 3 wide. Next in the field, Mystical Ali on the inside of Demerger as they come to the corner. The leader, Golf Mistress by a half length, Soul Ray. Country Lodge hooks to the outside, 3 wide. Go Ruby Go, 4 wide. Demerger the white cap cap just behind them, and Mystical Ali, the grey-red cap behind those. Into the straight now with about 350 metres to go. Gulf Mistress has controlled the race and kicks away. 2 lengths in front. Mystical Ali is running on, and Country Lodge down the outside. At the clock tower, Gulf Mistress in front by a length and a half. Country Lodge is wearing it down, followed by Mystical Ali and Demergulate. Gulf Mistress at the 100, still about a length and a half in front of Country Lodge, and Gulf Mistress will win the first race for 2004 by a length and a half. Country Lodge second, Mystical Ali third, Demerger 4. A gap in the field, Soul Ray, and Go Ruby Go last of all, with Peru Lane a late scratching at 12.42, Vet's advice. The outsider of the field of 6, Gulf Mistress, can you believe that? At 41.60 and 10.10. Second, Country Lodge at 1.30, and Mystical Ali, no third dividend. 1.44.7 the time for the 1700. And 4 has beaten 2 and 6 in the frame. 4, 2 and 6. Fourth in the race was number 1, Demerger. Then a long gap to Soul Ray, and last, Go Ruby Go.
Yes, a bolter lands the first race of 2004 in Melbourne. Gulf Mistress. Country Lodge the favourite, chasing at home. And here's our dividends for the first race. Gulf Mistress, 4, 2 and 6 the numbers there. $41.60, $10.10 and $1.30 on Super Tab. Okay, it's time for a recap for the meetings today. So let's have a look first of all at the Flemington meeting. So we'll have a look for yours truly's selections here. Race 5, number 1, Snapper Carney. And race 6.
And the runners heading to the start over the 1100, the 3-year-old Colts and Gelding. And 124 and 497 the trifecta. Damien Oliver injured at the barriers. Now, we don't know the extent of that. Stayers Championship final. 2200 is the distance. And, of course, New Zealand odds you can compare with your various states there in the white. And Kajima at 8.50. Some support Rogue King and Royal Secret is at $4. So you're getting good overs there. $7 Bazell. Caravaggio at 17, 5.20 about Wings on Fire. Then further down, some money Lord Pentire and Zarbeat, and the rest at long odds. So race 6 coming up in 15 minutes from now. At the start at Randwick for the first on New Year's Day. And still 5 minutes away. Empowered is the favourite in front of 4 of a kind. Then you've got Guardia, who continues to firm, and Eiffel. We're going to take a break.
So we're set for a start in the Sofilo Eyewear Handicap. Empowered as the inside runner. Racing this time, they jumped as 1, 2. Eiffel out quickly, so too was Madawi Express, and they're racing each other. Save Me Some third. Guardi is going up quickly, followed a length and a half to 2 back by Empowered, and 4 of a kind on the outside of Empowered as they speed their way past the 800, and Madawi Express leads narrowly from Eiffel. 2.5 third Save Me Some. On its outside, Guardi being followed by 4 of a kind, who's got Empowered a head back on his inner. They work their way to the turn. They're racing in pairs. Madawi Express steady to half-length Eiffel. Third Save Me Some, followed by Guardia. Bowman about to take off on 4 of a kind. Here he comes around the outside, and Empowered is last. Madawi Express straightens up and leads about a length and a half or so on Eiffel. 4 of a kind on the outside, racing a little greenly, followed by Save Me Some. Empowered locked away, and Guardia on the extreme outside is starting to sprint quickly. 4 of a kind not going on with it, but Guardia is, and Guardia swoop past Madawi Express. Save Me Some. 4 of a kind, a flop from Empowered, but Guardia is going to treat them with utter contempt, and Guardia wins easily from Save Me Some and Empowered, followed by Madawi Express. 4 of a kind ran second. Last was a flop with a capital F, and tailed off Eiffel. D. Beedman strikes again. Number 7, oh gee, it absolutely toyed with them there. Guardia by Octagonal from Wing Space, a 3-year-old brown gelding trained by John Hawkes, and has won in 1:04.39, and that has bettered the class record of Biagio's. By the same token, Biagio, when he ran 1:05.08, was on a dead track. Guardia has been able to win, and win it with ease. Number 6 is second. That is Save Me Some by Secret Saving, Sharp Bloom, John Wilson at Wyong, Brent Stanley, and 1 Empowered by Zeditor from Empower, Gay Waterhouse, Chris Muntz. 3 ran 4th, Madawi Express. What about the Queenslander? 4 of a kind. Backed off the map. Goodness me, I couldn't believe how bad it went. It's still green, but I got a bit of a bump by Save Me Some, about 100 to go, but it was well and truly beaten at the time, and it was a most disappointing commodity this afternoon. 4 of a kind. It is 7, 6, 1 and 3, and here
with the blue cap. Set now. So just about ready, racing. And a bit slow as they jumped out now was Wings on Fire. It got back towards the rear, now kicking up on the inside Vittori Tycoon, but racing up Sweet Talk's going to take over the lead, but on the outside of it One Vision comes with it, then followed on the inside Rogue King pulling for his head, and out wide Caravaggio gets up now from Lord Pentai, racing up into the van as well from out wide Bazelle. On the inside Suitology is up the rise, they go leaving the straight. Rogue King got back about midfield. They followed Vittori Tycoon on the inside, then followed out behind it Mr. Hefner. Zabit on the inside of it, then Royal Secret, the favourite, is next on the rails at the 1600. They followed back then by 5 Wings on Fire, and back also is Athens as they get out with about 1500 metres to go. Stark Galaxy is back with Kajima and the Dynamo in that rear group as well. So on the far side, about 1400 metres to go, and taking the lead is One Vision. 2 lengths clear now from Lord Pentire, about 3 lengths back Suitology. Caravaggio is the next horse. The Dynamo's gone from last and raced up to about 3rd or 4th. Caravaggio tracks it around at the 1200 metres. They're followed by Vittori Tycoon. Next behind these as they work up that rise now is Sweet Talk, then followed on the outside of these and trying to improve now is going forward. About wide on the track is next is Mr. Hefner. So with about 900 metres to go, it's a strung outfield. They're over about 15 lengths as they race down the rise. Bazelle is back with on the inside Rogue Kings. Beat is the next one as they race in. Royal Secret's about 10 to 12 off the leaders as they race down now. Well back in the field also is Wings on Fire from Stark Galaxy is back with Athens, and Kajima is still last of all. At the turn, One Vision still in front, about a half length now as around the turn they come. Lord Pentire is right there. The Dynamo is on the outside of these. Caravaggio coming into it very quickly as they race into the straight now and head for home, and Sweet Talk comes with these. 350 metres to go. One Vision tackled by Lord Pentire now. Caravaggio out after it. Sweet Talk down the outside strongly. Royal Secret's coming one off the rail. That's the danger with 200 metres to go. Racing down, Caravaggio out wide, Sweet Talk, and now Royal Secret right through on the inside. Race to the lead, your favourite. And Royal Secret in front, fighting back on the outside of these now. Wings up, Sweet Talk, and there's Zabit coming home strongly. But at the post, Royal Secret's won the money. Zabit was second. Third at the line was then Sweet Talk. They were followed home behind this lot. Wings on Fire ran on. One Vision was the next one home from Athens, and back was Bazelle. Back was Stark Galaxy, and a long way back to the others, including Rogue King as they went to the post. But no doubt the winner, a huge run, has come from midfield and has dashed away and won it. Royal Secret number 3.
And apprentice J. Waddell after race 6 New Zealand. Royal Secret Zabit. And a photo for third. We'll get that number shortly for you. Now, open race to kick us off at Victoria Park. Down
8 Dunhill. Thought it just did enough on debut behind Blazing Habit. Wasn't a bad performance. Okay, got beat.
Come for this, and Ronnie was of the opinion that the weight difference could make the difference today. Born to Conquer 560, and Adillo is at 720, and Enabler now at 990. But it continues to firm. The big support late for the Rogerson trained Tiptonian to beat his stablemate Stadium. Let's head to Ian now for the running of the second.
Go 2,600 metres ahead of them, and Enabler was first out from Flying Viking. Adillo's running third, Prince Norman is fourth, and then Stadium, followed by Tiptonian, and close up on the outside is Born to Conquer. They run along the home stretch on the first occasion, and Prince Norman is going to go to the lead now, and past the judge, Prince Norman for Brent Stanley, a length and a half on Enabler. Third posse is the Queensland mare from the Gold Coast. In fact, Adillo, Flying Viking on the inside of Born to Conquer. Stadium second last, and Tiptonian has now dropped out to last as they turn out of the straight and make their way to the Allison Road side, about 1,900 metres ahead of them here, and pressing on, Enabler runs to the lead. Second is Born to Conquer, and Prince Norman's back to third now, followed by Adillo, then Flying Viking at about 2.5 lengths to Stadium, and 3/4 to its stablemate Tiptonian on the outside. Going along to the 1,700, there's no change in the order, and Enabler settles better in the lead lead today. He's not really pulling, and he's out by 2 lengths now on Born to Conquer. Third posse is Prince Norman, followed by Adillo at Prince Norman's girth. Then Flying Viking. Second last is Stadium, and 2 lengths behind him Tiptonian. This is the order going along the back of the track and leaving the 1400 pole behind them. And now they're at the halfway marker, and the leader is Enabler by about a length and 3/4. Second is Born to Conquer, followed by Prince Norman, and then Adillo, Flying Viking. Stadium loping along second last under his 60.5, and his stablemate tracks him 2 away Tiptonian. Out of the back straight now and racing on past the 1100 marker. There's still no change in the order, and the leader is Enabler for Mitchell Bell. It's Enabler in front by about a length and a half on Born to Conquer, getting a little closer to Enabler now as they come on past the 850. Third posse is Prince Norman over on the inside of Adillo, being tracked by the favourite Stadium, who's got Flying Viking nailed away, and Tiptonian right on the back of Stadium as they race along in the direction of the 600. And Enabler is the leader, 3/4 Born to Conquer, Adillo, followed by Prince Norman, who's hard at it. Stadium next, Chris Reith gradually making ground on the favourite and top weight, and Tiptonian's right on his back and Flying Viking on their inner. They turn for home now. Enabler taken on in earnest by Born to Conquer, a length and a half to Stadium. Adillo had to switch back to the inner. Flying Viking into the clear, then Tiptonian, but here's Stadium. Reith draws the persuader on the favourite. Stadium got past Enabler. On the outside, Stadium stablemate Tiptonian, but Stadium is fighting on for dear life under his grandstand of 60.5. He's too good, and down to the line goes Stadium. Well done, fella. Stadium beat the stablemate Tiptonian, Enabler third. Fourth is close. We got Flying Viking, Adillo, and Born to Conquer, and Prince Norman was tailed right off. Stadium, number 1, has done a big job. $2.60, $1.70. Tiptonian, $1.70, no third. He just rode him perfectly, Chris. So this horse is really flying at the moment, Stadium. Graham Rogerson and his stablemate Tiptonian running second, but Graham's got this horse really flying, Stadium. By Ballpark from Crazy About Roses, raced by Graham, and Graham's picked up their $26,000, so the horse has taken him to earnings of just over $200,000. Very good performance. 1, 7, 5 and 3. Number 1, Stadium, Chris Reith first. So Chris has ridden him for consecutive wins, and the Summer Cup are now here. Number 7, second. That was Tiptonian, the stablemate by Karpstad. Out of Tipsy Star, Larry Cassidy, and number 5 has run third. Enabler, he settled better in the lead today for Mitchell Bell. He's by Maroof, trained by Ronnie Quinton, and number 3 was the 4th horse, Flying Viking. Margins and time coming up, but more importantly, totes. Number 1, Stadium, $2.60 and $1.70. Number 7, second, paid $1.70. There was no third, Quinella, $3.90. Exacta, $8.60. Trifecta, $50, and the first 4 paid $226.40.
Okay, thanks Ian. Yep, $226.40 the first 4, and he is racing like a very good stayer, and he could go on to better things. Stadium, lightly raced, and he hits the line strongly, doesn't he? Christian Reith certainly rides him well, and his stablemate gets the Quinella Tiptonian, and Enabler 4 at Randwick on the first of 7, 6, 1 and 3, 400.
So they're set to go. Race number 2 at Flemington. Stalls are back and they're racing, and from gate number 1, Tattersalls showed speed. It's going straight towards the inside rail. Backhand and Kid Kesey thinking about coming to the outside, but the jockeys changed their mind and they're going all over to the flat side rails. That's interesting for the Standish later on. At the 1,000 metres, Tattersalls the clear pilot by a couple of lengths early. Showing speed on the outside is Can Largo, also backhand out deeper on the track. And just in behind those runners is our Smoking Joe. Further back towards the back of the field now is Discreetly Twisted as they reach the 650 metre mark. Tattersalls the clear pilot from backhand. They were followed by Can Largo, Kid Kesey the outside from our Smoking Joe, and Dunhill on the rail behind them in the red. Discreetly Twisted second last on the outside, and as they come towards the 400, Mio Filio has the whole field in front of it. As they reach the 300 metres, Tattersalls in front by a length backhand, Dunhill. Can Largo is angling for a run. It's in the pink and white colours, followed by Kid Kesey at the 200. The leader still still Natteros by a length and a half. Kid Kesey, Canlago, Dunhill. Natteros a half in front at the 50. Kid Kesey coming at it. Natteros, Kid Kesey. Kid Kesey goes home better. Kid Kesey beat Natteros discreetly twisted, and Canlago fourth. They were followed by Backhand. Next Dunhill the inside. Out deeper Mio Filio never came on, and a gap our Smoking Joe lasts. Kid Kesey at 660 and 190 defeats Natteros and discreetly twisted. 6 defeating 7 and 4. Luke Curry on the winner. Time 109.6. 109.6 the time. And it's Kid Kesey, Luke Curry and David Hall. As I mentioned before the race, won its maiden at Bendigo last start by a length and a half. Improved once again today to beat Natteros, who gave a sight and discreetly twisted, finishing the race off well. Mio Filio was last and basically stayed there, never came on. Dunhill settled behind the speed in the red and just battled. And a Canlago, who angled for a run at about the 300 metres, couldn't finish it
Initially on 1, 7 and 5, $50 the trifecta, $226.40 the first 4 on 1, 7, 5 and 3. 13th, 1902, 238, 238. Light Humour still favourite in front of Long Yard, Mid-Tane Kid, My Vision Splendid and British Ensign. My Vision Splendid is to be ridden by Dan Nicklick.
Point My Vision Splendid, so it's been the best back. My Vision Splendid in a point. Now Light Humour moves in, so the last one forward is Mid-Tane Kid. Mid-Tane Kid to take the outside. So they're set to go. Third race at Flemington, ready to run. 5:10 Light Humour, favourite on the tote. Stalls are back and they're racing. Jumping from a centre gate, Light Humour began okay. British Ensign on the inside away quickly as well. Not too far away in the early stages, the grey Long Yard. My Vision Splendid the inside. O'Carnavass is 3 and 4 deep with Mid-Tane Kid also improving. A gap then to Subtle Irony. Next in the field, Kanaya on the inside. Blue Murder second last, and the 10-year-old Cotton on Flyer is last of all. Light Humour took it up at the 1200 by a length and a half. Mid-Tane Kid. O'Carnavass can't get in. It's 3 wide. They were followed by Long Yard, the centre, and British Ensign the inside. 2 lengths Subtle Irony. They were followed by My Vision Splendid, who left the fence at that point from Kanaya the inside. A length Cotton on Flyer, and Blue Murder is last of all. Light Humour at a fair tempo at the 1,000 metres leads by 3/4 of a length. Mid-Tane Kid. O'Carnavass third, 3 wide. They were followed next by British Ensign on the inside of Long Yard. Subtle Irony in 6, a length away then to Vision Splendid, or My Vision Splendid. Next in the field towards the home corner is Kanaya, Cotton on Flyer, and a length and a half away Blue Murder. Up to the corner, Light Humour in front by a neck. Mid-Tane Kid. O'Carnavass third, the outside, then British Ensign the inner. One off the fence now, about 3 off the fence with the blue cap is Long Yard, and then Subtle Irony and Cotton on Flyer. Light Humour swings for home at the 450, just in front of Mid-Tane Kid. O'Carnavass is joining in now, 3 wide. Light Humour tiring. O'Carnavass moves up on the outside, and British Ensign back to the inner. O'Carnavass claims Light Humour, who still has a kick. British Ensign the inside at the clock tower at the 200. O'Carnavass in front by a half. British Ensign back to the inside. My Vision Splendid coming through. O'Carnavass just in front of British Ensign. Look at Cotton on Flyer, the 10-year-old flying British Ensign. British Ensign wins it. Second, Cotton on Flyer from O'Carnavass and My Vision Splendid. Then Kanaya. Back in the field, Light Humour, Long Yard, Mid-Tane Kid and Subtle Irony. And towards the back of the field, Blue Murder as well. Good finish. British Ensign continued to rail. Didn't go round a horse, and it's been too good. Number 4, British Ensign. Nicholas Ryan, a pick-up ride for Colin Marshall, trained by Graham Richardson. And British Ensign scores from Cotton on Flyer. Rattling home on the outside and wasn't too far away at the finish, and O'Carnavass should get third. So the numbers should be 4, beating 2 and 7, with My Vision Splendid, number 6, in 4th position. Officially, it's 4 in a photo. 1:42.9 was the time. 1:42.9. For the only horse in the frame at the moment, British Ensign. That's its 5th win from 16 starts, and it's been racing so very consistently before today, with 4 placings out of its past 5 starts. Numbers in the frame now. 2 Cotton on Flyer, a 10-year-old, start number 85. Ryan Maloney in the saddle, getting up for second, and another win shouldn't be too far away from it. And O'Carnavass number 7 for Dale Smith, officially 4th, number 6, My Vision Splendid, Danny Nikolic for Bevan Lamming. 4-2-7-6 on the third race at Flemington. Next event is the Jayco Sprint up the straight, 1100 metres. Take out number 6, Zephyr Beat, 10 Midnight Storm and 13 Palatash, 6, 10 and 13. And as I mentioned, Damien Oliver not riding in the 4th race. They'll assess him after that. Darren Gauchi is aboard number 7, Hossagore, in the 4th race on the card. Totes before we leave you. 4 British Ensign, $6 and $2. 2 Cotton on Flyer, $3.70. 7 O'Carnivas at $5.50. $6, $2, $3.70, $5.50. Quinella, $26.80. The exacta, $50.20. Trifecta, $921.60. And the running double, 6 and 4, $36.90. On the third in Melbourne, 4, 2 and 7.
Shortly on Sky.
Chris Reith aboard. So we've got Barabella to come up. Sunny, warm day in Sydney. And we're just about ready to go. Dual Attraction, first up from a long spell here recently on the 6th of December to beat Lasting Faith. And the starter climbs the stand. They're ready to run here at Randwick, set to go. They're off this time, jumped in a nice level line too, and after about 75 metres, Dual Attraction to the lead from Silver Crescent. Watch the time as third, followed by Starts With a Kiss, and then Madame Sladowska, followed on its inside by La Folie, and then Princess Dragon wider out, and Barabella is last. Dual Attraction untroubled to lead as they work their way along past the 850, 3/4 to a length. On Silver Crescent, watch the time running third from Starts With a Kiss on the rails. A couple of lengths to Princess Dragon, followed another 3/4 to a length further back La Folie. Second last in the field is Madame Sladowska, and another 2.5 to Barabella. Dual Attraction leads clearly, coming onto the corner about a length or so in Silver Crescent, and the jockeys are going a little bit wider even at this early stage, and around the turn and up the rise. Dual Attraction about 3/4 of a length. Silver Crescent Starts With a Kiss is the closest to the fence, followed by La Folie. Watch the time, Princess Dragon. Bowman nursing on Dual Attraction. Now he goes for the Callaroo trained horse, and Dual Attraction just the leader. Silver Crescent making a real race of it with her. It's Dual Attraction, Silver Crescent, Dual Attraction still in front. Silver Crescent's getting her and got her. Silver Crescent narrowly from Dual Attraction, La Folie and Princess Dragon. Followed home by Starts With a Kiss. Barabella watched the time, and a long last was Madame Sladowska. Silver Crescent has worried Dual Attraction out of it. Darren Beedman on Silver Crescent putting light to its disappointing run on the 18th of December. And our radio's back with us. Silver Crescent, number 7, putting lie to its disappointing run on the 18th of December at a night meeting at Canterbury. She's been her own worst enemy. But gee, I tell you what, she's always displayed plenty of intestinal fortitude early on. But then she seemed to lose it, but maybe she's starting to pick it up again. And she's just worried a Dual Attraction out of it, seemingly here. My Palace Music from Shotter Silver, trained by John O'Shea for the Farmore Pastoral Company Limited Syndicate. And here's the number 7, the winner, Silver Crescent. Number 1, second, Dual Attraction, Huey Bowman, riding the Marwena mare out of Venetian Jewel, Ray Wheatley at Callaroo. Number 2, La Folie's run third, a Red Bletch mare, trained by John Johnson at Orange, Jay Ford. And number 3 ran 4th, and that was Princess Dragon.
Thanks, Ian. And no one rides Randwick better when it's in a little bit of strife bias-wise than D. Beedman. He just knows the fast lane. Silver Crescent, Dual Attraction, La Folie, $5.60, $12.50, and $34 for 7, 1 and 2. Fourth there was number 3, Princess Dragon. There's the first 4, 7, 1, 2 and 3, $56.30. $56.30 the first 4, Randwick. Might even be the favourite, Sunray. It is, I'd say. Galway Lass at $8.20.